Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma may not be playing international cricket now, but seems like the internet and the media cannot let the two be. After exiting the test arena, days apart from each other, fresh reports are emerging now casting doubts over their participation in the ODI World Cup that's to take place in 2027. Still a couple of years to go. So what is the buzz about, and is this all a fair game when it concerns these two? Should they have a say at all in the final call? These are serious question marks on, there have been of course serious question marks on Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma's future in international cricket, considering it's just one format now, one day international. Reports came out of BCCI mulling over their inclusion in the ODI World Cup. Our first response is, what's the hurry? It's still some years to go for the 2027 World Cup. There is another World Cup that's coming up before that, the T20 World Cup. So shouldn't all focus be directed towards that first? That's what is the immediate concern here. Second, why club the two greats together? Shouldn't the more imperative criteria be form and fitness? The two players will feature, they will be part of the IPL, the Indian Premier League, and in the lead up to the World Cup, there will be those bilateral ODI fixtures, those marquee clashes, as is the case ahead of any ICC tournament. So countries can prepare and warm up as they lead up to the big event, get their combinations and playing 11s ready. So maybe then, at that point, the decision makers can see whether both of these players warrant spots in India's playing 11, or just one. No other determinator or parameter needs to be taken into account than that, isn't it?
If they do well, they should continue. Kohli's one-day record is phenomenal. Even Rohit Sharma's. Both of them are phenomenal in white ball cricket.
Whoever plays well should continue to be given a chance. Even so, if either or both truly feel that they can still deliver and that their experience and stature is key to India's campaign at the World Cup, despite the numbers, should that even be considered? After all, technically, on paper, these two players have been able to put a full stop to different phases of their career, different parts of their career when the time came. Both stepped aside from Test cricket when they felt it was the right time to go. Rohit Sharma dropped himself from the last test against Australia some months ago. Virat Kohli stepped away from captaincy. So we've seen them take those tough decisions and stand by it. So if they insist they are good for one last whirl on the international stage, should the board deny them that opportunity? There is, of course, another school of thought that they should play more cricket. Hence, get your eye in during the domestic circuit.
If you are playing just 6 ODIs in a year, then there are just 6 days of game time for you. How will you stay motivated? How will you prepare? How will you stay fit and stay in the best shape?
Now, we've heard this argument before, and exactly about India's superstars, not just Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. We've heard Ravi Shastri and Sunil Gavaskar admonish some of these top cricketers for not making the occasional extremely rare appearances that they do for their state sides. The BCCI and the cricket fraternity in India, the strongest voices when it comes to the sport, want the domestic structure to flourish, be taken seriously and paid attention to. So in that regard, there has always been this extra push for India's top cricketers to still value this system, give it back and what it has given them. That's why we saw all the Rishabh Pants and the KL Rahuls, the Shubman Gills turning up for domestic duty earlier this year. The biggest splash, of course, was made by Virat Kohli playing a Ranji game in Delhi. So here's the follow-up question. Should Virat and Rohit be given some say in the ultimate call of featuring them in the 2027 ODI World Cup, whether they get enough match practice or not? After all, their legacy can demand it, isn't it? Or should we finally put an end to acquiescing and listening to seniors and only let form, numbers and statistics have the final word? Is that not what the BCCI diktat was all about? The one that came out after India's loss to Australia in the Test series. No more superstardom acts in the dressing room. Everyone was equal. So if certain players are going to be dropped and picked basis, form and fitness, then that should be a blanket criteria for all, stature included. Will that be the tune the administrators and the management will sing in the years to come?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaiju.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.